Albert Revolver is on the agenda for today. Leland said it's time we react to a song that's about bumpy relationships. And apparently, Slash and Duff from Guns N' Roses is in this band, which I didn't know. So the song that we're reacting to is Slither. Now, Slither in every shape and form remind me of snakes. So if Leland says that this is about bumpy relationships, then I'm gonna say it's a bit more than bumpy. It's maybe like, a bit snake-like and toxic, and who can stab who in the back, I don't know. So we're gonna dive into this one and we're gonna see just how bumpy this relationship is. Thank you, Leland.
What's up, all you amazing warriors and shield maidens? Welcome back to the Braveheart Viking tribe, where we keep things real, we tell the truth without the sugarcoating, and we're Viking after all, so we keep our honor and integrity intact. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all my channels and to support me on the multitude of platforms where you can actually do that. So if you are ready to get this going, raise those horns and skull.
Oh. Why is he also dancing like a exotic dancer? I like those guitars. The one that looks like a biker. This one, the mustache. I like him. And that's why you don't watch all metal bands perform, because some of them are very distracting. So I now, first of all, let's do this. Velvet Revolver 204 band members. Ah, I knew it. Okay, so the one very hectic guitar player. So I was kind of looking out for that because Leland mentioned that the signature sound of Slash is in the song, and obviously Slash being in Guns N' Roses. So I was looking for that, and now I see, because I don't know how everyone looks, right? So you guys know by now, but now I can see, okay, here's Slash's face, and so I've identified Slash now even in this song. But now, why do they only have 3 freaking band members? I saw a whole lot more. Duff. Okay, there's Duff. But I want to see Duff's face. There. Oh, that's Blondie. Backing vocals, formerly Guns N' Roses. And he's on bass. So, let me just, I want to put a face to the name, because now the Blondie I have in mind was behind the drums. Let me just see. Okay, that's a bad image. No, that's not him. Doesn't look like him. No, Matt Sorum. That is drums. Okay, let's look for. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Sorry guys, I'm not even showing you what I'm seeing. Okay, so bass. That is Duff. Oh, Dave Kushner. Okay, so that's the guitarist that I kept liking, but I just like his vibe and his motor big mustache. He looks like a really cool dude. Slash is definitely makes a statement. So I don't know why, I just felt like he was in Guns N' Roses. And then Scott. Now here's actually a photo that doesn't look too bad of him. Wouldn't say it's the same dude. Wait, yeah, look here. So he can actually wear clothing. Did you know? Oh my god. Okay, so he was wild when he was young, apparently. Yeah, you guys know me by now. If you didn't wear full clothing, you really distract me. Especially with the movements and the silver pants. Like, it's so low. I don't know why we didn't see his butt crack. I find it highly unamusing, to be honest. But, like I said, that's kind of a rocker thing. That's a metal thing. And that is why I very rarely watch actual bands perform unless I know, you know what, they're pretty decent. I mean, there is Iron Maiden, for instance. They are always fully clothed, and they tend to wear very much like military style clothing, so cargo pants and, you know, fitting shirts, even though the sleeves are off, whatever. Like, that's cool. Like, but at least everyone is clothed, you know. Anyway, that's distracting. So, not bad. I would listen to this. I won't watch them perform again, that's for sure. I struggled to pay attention to the lyrics just because it's not really my style, I want to say, I think. It didn't quite bite. So, Revolver. Ah, now I type in the same thing there. I want to look at the lyrics. So Leland obviously told us that it's about a bumpy relationship. So let's see. How do you guys like my new cup? I've got a Viking cup. Look at the wolf. Looks like Odin. I've got Odin on my cup. And then this side, you know, axes. Oh, there's also axes. Let's see. I'm drinking orange juice, by the way. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Aren't you guys proud? It's at least not coffee. Why is the lyrics not popping up? Hello? Oh, because I never entered the freaking song's name. My bad. Let's see if Genius is up. There we go. Okay. So when you look, you see right through me. Cut the rope, I fell to my knees. Born and broken every single time. Always keep me under finger. It sounds like he's being manipulated a lot. And the woman is wearing the pants in the house name. That's the spot where you run to me. Where? When you're weak, when you are broken. I suppose if you're a very manipulative person, you would do that because then you're going to feel needed. Going to next time around when there's another argument, you can say, "Yeah, but I helped you pick up the pieces," that kind of thing. Might see some type of pleasure in my mind. Yeah, here comes the water. It comes to wash away the sins of you and I. This time you'll see. Oh, you and I. When you seek me, you'll destroy me, rape my mind, and smell the poppies. Smell the poppies. Poppy seeds. That's what drugs do they make with poppy seed? Poppy seed? Heroin, eh? I think it's heroin or cocaine. Either one. I can never remember. Born and bloodied every single time. Always keep me under finger. That's the spot where you might linger. Might see some type of pleasure. I think it's probably going to be heroin just because he says rape my mind and smell the poppies. So all of that happening in the same sentence. Heroin is probably more problematic than cocaine. I mean, cocaine is literally there to what? Wake people up, get the blood flowing, get the neurons working on overdrive. Whereas heroin makes you have hallucinations and you see and experience weird shit and you're basically a zombie. I think that's from what I've seen on TV. I don't know. Born and bloodied every single time. Always keep me under the finger. That's the spot where you find linger. Might see some type of pressure in my mind. Yeah, here comes the water. So then maybe, is he not comparing her to heroin? Seeing as the pleasure is there, so the high. Yeah, here comes the water. Okay, that's just the chorus. No, chorus does change. So it comes to wash away the sins of you and I. This time you'll see like holy water. It only burns you faster than you'd ever dry. This time with me, oh girl. When you look, you see right through me. Cut the rope, I fall to my knees. Born and bloodied every single time. Yeah, here comes the water. It comes to wash away the sins of you and I. This time you'll see, like holy water, it only burns you faster than you'd ever dry. This time with me. So, holy water burning, is he not saying she's a vampire? Because, fantasy vampire movies or whatever, the fairy tale, what's the correct word terminology there? So the fake shit that people believe about vampires, for instance, is throw them with holy water and it will burn them or show them a cross, where none of that bullshit works. I mean, not that I say vampires exist, but honestly, looking at the human race at this point, nothing surprises me anymore. Okay, and there's too much history and scrolls that were found about people who walk in the night, or they don't come out in the sunlight, and they drink blood. They live in the shadows. All of those kind of things. So it's the theories of how they are controlled or exercised or whatever is bullshit. So try throwing holy water at a demon. Good luck. You're dead meat. It's different if the priest actually, or the priest or the leader, or the, not a leader, what do you call them? Spiritual people, holy people, if they fully 100% believe they have the authority to drive out that demon. We are so off topic, it's not even funny. But I mean, it's the holy water reference that got me going now. My brain is like, squirrel. Thank you, Art, by the way, for that reference. I will forever remember that. I never forget it. So, because of the ADHD and ADD, brain everywhere. So now I just reference that when my thoughts jump around, like, oh, squirrel. It was Art that put that in my head. Yeah. Okay. So, here's an about section. Let's see. Slither is one of the biggest and heaviest Velvet Revolver songs. Based on a drop D riff that Slash brought to the band, the song embraces a deep, almost bass forward sound that firmly pushes the band's usual post-grunge sound straight into alternative metal. The initial riff was written while Velvet Revolver was still auditioning singers and was actually shelved before being picked back up when Scott Weiland eventually took up the role as frontman. According to Scott, the song deals with not feeling right in a relationship, potentially inspired by the struggles of his own marriage that fueled other songs on the album. The second single, released off Contraband Slither, topped the rock charts in multiple countries, including the United States and United Kingdom. The song was just popular but also critically acclaimed, as it won the Grammy for Best Hard Rock Performance at the 2005 ceremony and was named one of the 100 Best Rock Songs by VH1. It was one of the two originals performed at the band's very first show and a staple of their shows for the rest of the band's lifetime. It also often finds its way into live performances by Slash on his tour with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. The Conspirators. In June 2018, 14 years after the song was released, Guns N' Roses with Slash and Duff McKagan, back in the band, performed Slither live for the first time in Berlin, Germany. Okay, so what did Velvet Revolver say about Slither? The song was what that song about? Huh? That song? What was that song about? They're just quoting him directly. He's probably just processing the question. Just got done performing it. The lyrics are about a relationship. When you look, you see right through me. Cut the rope, fell to my knees. So I'm guessing he was, he had a noose around his neck, fell to my knees after it being cut, born and broken every single time. It's just feeling not right in the situation. That is a very graphic way of explaining not feeling right in the situation. That's a bit much. That's over the top. Because I would say that's a lot more than just not feeling right in a situation. Then Slash is saying this one in drop D tuning. I knew it was a cool riff, but sometimes it's tougher presenting a riff to a bunch of guys. You've got to convince them it's good. We jammed on it, and then it sat in the tape player for a while. Then we went back to it, and I said, this sounds really fucking cool. When Scott came into the group, it just clicked. Yeah. I love the music a lot more than what I actually like the lyrics, to be honest. And yeah, that riff was freaking awesome. But let's use Slash's words. It was fucking cool. Okay, cool. Thank you, Leland. Thank you for this one. I'm almost always game when it involves Guns N' Roses. I will like this song. I think we need a bit more Velvet Revolver so I can get a better feel for them. If they have any other music that, oh no, Scott died of drugs apparently, says one of the comments. Huh, interesting. He looked all together in all those photos that we just saw. Aye, drugs. Aye. I suppose it would make sense if but now who wrote the song? We did not check that. Because if it is that he has an addictive personality, considering that he referenced the poppies, and it sounds like he was almost referencing the woman as the heroine or the poppies. Writers Dave Kushner, Matt Sorum, Duff, Slash, and Scott. So okay, all of them wrote the song then together. Yeah. I don't know why they always have to give into drugs. I know life is shit, but drugs? Suppose that is what the life of a musician brings, you know. Now this guitar solo, I was reacting to a song earlier and the guitar solo was like working on my nerves eventually. But this was awesome. I loved it. Probably my favorite part of the song was all the guitaring. Alright, thanks Leland. This was definitely a good one. Yeah, everyone else, scan the QR code, please. Oh, I'll keep doing it on the wrong side. there, 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 there. There's the QR code. Scan the QR code. It will take you straight to my Buy Me Coffee shop. That is where you put in your requests for reactions, gaming, training, you name it, whatever it is that you want me to do. Please make sure that you follow that process. The old process has been discarded. So you can't put requests in the support page anymore, only if you want to dump beers for the sake of it, leave me a little message. That's fine. But actual requests need to go through the shop. Okay. Thank you guys. I will check you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.
We had we at the Braveheart. With bright Vikings we stand side by side, with axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways.